Buy me more jewelry! 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 Buy me more jewelry!
Welcome in.
Thank you. Come again.
Good morning. I can't see who in the room. I don't know why. I'm trying to see, but it's not letting me see who in the room. I can see three people, but I can't see who they are. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Buy me more
Hey,
jewelry.
D.
Buy me more jewelry. 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 Buy me more jewelry.
How you doing? How was your Thanksgiving? That's good. Honey, today is a beautiful birthday celebration. Okay. All right. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. All right. I'm sharing out my love live on Discord. All right. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I put my glasses on. Tell your friends back home. Cause they were the same one. Cause they see we are living. That is true. Oh, God. But I don't give a damn. It's not good. As long as you see it. Welcome in. With your trust in me, girl. Think you're crazy. And I don't know how many guys I could and I don't know many guys I will so let's go to the field. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. You got free with your friends, and know my friends, all I can say is when I think you with your friends. Hey, Shy. Mm, this thing is not working. What's going on, Shy? Oh, Lord. I am out of breath and not feeling good with a cold. Don't know how I get a cold. Been inside all day. Hey, DJ. Been inside all day. I'm gonna have to open these blinds. Oh, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get some. I can't get to this shit. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning, y'all? I am all out of breath. Asthma acting up, everything going on this morning. I'm trying, barely making it. About to get started though, so I can finish early. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? Welcome in, Kenneth.
Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. More jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. More jewelry. Buy me more jewelry. Buy me more jewelry.
I don't
Buy
think
me
I have no more
more
medicine. Oh,
jewelry.
there you go. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try and get started with my session today. Today, you guys, I'm gonna be talking about. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Recognizing the need for change. That's what we're talking about. So this week, you guys, we're talking about I didn't even set a goal. I have I achieve a goal I didn't set. Yeah, I didn't even set a goal. I did. Oh, I really wanted was some more of your time. I think I got sick yesterday. All right. Yeah. All right. So this week is about ready, set, and change, you guys. This week is about embracing change with confidence and clarity. So each session is designed to help you identify areas for growth, overcoming resilience, resistance to change, and just take actionable steps right towards transformation. By the end of this week, you guys, you'll feel more empowered to embrace change as an opportunity, right? Just for progress, just for your progress and your personal growth. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So I want to welcome everybody who's here today just to be able to ready, set, and change a transformative week, right? Focusing on equipping you to equipping you guys for with the tools to navigate change and creative positive transformation in your life, right? So um through self-awareness, goal settings, overcoming resilience and resistance, and even taking those actionable oriented plannings. So you'll learn how to embrace change as a natural and empowerment part of your journey. So that's what we'll be talking about today. This actual week, actually. So today we're going to be talking about recognizing the need for change. So that's what this week is going to be. Today is going to be talking about recognizing the need for change. So we're going to identify areas in your life that's that need transformation. So, welcome to the Boss Community. I am Coach True the Boss. I am a counselor and a self-perception life coach. And today we're going to be kicking off this week with the transformation of recognizing the need for change, right? So, changing is very essential, you guys, to your growth. But it begins with identifying areas in your life where that need for improvement or transformation is needed, right? So, let's explore where the need where that change is needed and take some first steps towards creating or more fulfilling life. So we're going to talk about the key components. So change, you guys, is the process of becoming
Thank you. Come again.
different, right?
Thank
It's
you.
a
Come
different
again.
to
Thank you.
improve
Come again.
or grow in
Thank
life.
you. Come
So
again.
some of the key components that we're going to be talking about is going to be self-awareness. It's going to be clarity. It's going to be reflection, and
Thank
it's going
you.
to
Come
be
again.
commitment. So
Thank
the
you.
first
Come
part is
again.
going to be self-awareness,
Thank you. Come
identifying
again.
areas in your life
Thank
where
you. Come
you
again.
feel stuck,
Thank you.
where
Come
you feel
again.
stuck and unfulfilled.
Thank you. Come
Then we're going
again.
to talk about clarity, understanding why change is needed and
Thank you. Come again.
what it can bring in your life. Then we're going to reflect. We're going to do some reflection. We're going to examine patterns or even habits that may bring or that may be holding you back, right? And then those commitments, committing to making that change, making those necessary changes for you to be able to grow. So we have five pillars that we commit to in the boss community, and those five pillars are empowerment, leadership, self-perception, resilience, and growth. And how does the boss five pillars as it relates to change, how does it tie into this, right? So when we talk about empowerment, you want to be able to empower yourself by acknowledging the potential of change. All right, baby. um oh, you can't see me? How the hell I'm talking and you can't see me? That's crazy. Oh, well, what? What the hell am I on the damn thing? Um, I have no idea where I'm at. Let me see if I close my computer and open it back. Oh, wow. I'm not sure where the hell I'm at. Why am I not showing up on here? Oh, the camera not on. Oh, okay. Let's see. No video signal. Let's see. Mm, trying to reset the camera. I don't know what's going on with it. It's red. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. I have no idea what happened. All right. Yeah, I see it now. And I didn't even look at my devices to see that it wasn't even on. That's crazy. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So I don't even know where I was at. All right. So resilience, I think. Self leadership. Okay. So leadership is about taking charge in the areas that require change in your life. And then we have the self perception, which is recognizing the roles and creating a transformation. And then resilience, you guys, building resilience by conforming, right? Conforming the confronting the discomfort and of the transformation, and then the growth. You want to be able to change. When you change, it changes about the foundation of your personal growth. So we're going to go ahead on and deep dive into our interactive activities, which is going to talk about reflections, right? Well, let's talk about a little bit more of our key components. Excuse me, guys. So recognizing the need for change, right? So recognizing the need for change, you guys. Come on, get out the way. Recognizing the need for change refers to the process of identifying when aspects of your life no longer serves or even aligns with your goals, your values, or your well-being, right? So these realizations, you guys, mark the beginning. It marks the beginning of your transformation and your personal growth, where one acknowledge the discomfort or the dissatisfactions in their current situations, right? And decides to take action towards a more fulfilling life, a more fulfilling life. So the key components that I talked about earlier, let's go over them and see how they can kind of help you out, right? So awareness, what it is. Awareness is the first step of recognizing the need for change, right? It is becoming aware of what is no longer working in your life. What is no longer working in your life. So this can be anything, you guys, from unhealthy relationships to unfulfilling careers or even repetitive negative thoughts that limits your growth, right? So awareness happens when something starts to feel off or strange or even prompting prompting and you look prompting and you look deeper at a situation. You start to look deeper at a situation. So let me give you an example. Imagine you've been feeling drained. You've been feeling drained or unmotivated at work for like a month. And you might notice that you no longer feel excited about a project you once loved, right? Or you dread even walking up on Mondays. Sometimes we get like that, right? Sometimes we get like that. Well, for my job, I don't get like that because I love what I do, right? So it's very important to love what you do, because if you love what you do, you're not gonna mind. You're not gonna mind. It's not a job that you're reporting to. Put it that way. So this awareness allows you guys. Hey, Duchess, how you doing, love? Coach Duchess in the house. All right, it allows you to recognize that the job might no longer align with your passion or your values. It might no longer align with your passion or your values, right? So right now, Duchess, you just came in. We're talking about recognizing the need for change. So, um, so it may not no longer align with that. So here we go. Here's a sample practice for you. So keep a journal, you guys. When you reflect on your emotional state, right, throughout the day, track moments, just track moments when you feel drained, frustrated, or even unfulfilled, whether it's in a relationship, your work, or even a personal habit that you've encountered, right? So after a week, you want to review your entries, right? and identify patterns in areas of your life that what's consistently causing these dissatisfactions. That's what you want to do. You want to be aware. That's the first one, aware, right? Then the second one is reflection. What is happening? So what is reflection? What is this? Reflection involves what? Thinking deeply about your current situations and identifying which aspect of life are misaligning. Is misaligning with your personal goals and your values. So it's a way of looking back at on your past experiences or even your future aspirations to determine where change is needed. Let me give you an example. So consider a person reflecting on their friendship after an honest self-examination, you guys, an honest self-examination, they realize that they've been putting more efforts into maintaining a relationship that's draining them rather than fostering those that's empowering and uplifting them. So this realization leads them what? This realization leads them to reset. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, what was that? That must be something new. A star map. Oh, I love it. I love it. That is nice. Like that. So this realization, you guys, leads them to reassess the value of certain friendships, right? And make necessary changes. So here's a practice for you that you can do. Ask yourself these questions. This is the first part. What part of my life is most stagnant? What part of my life is most stagnant? Find that out, right? Find that out. Which part of my life is most stagnant? And or the second one is, are there areas where I am tolerating democracy instead of thriving? Am I tolerating it instead of thriving? The third one is, do my actions and choices reflect my core values and my long-term goals? Right. It happens. It happens. Star map. I agree with that one. Star map. Yes. Then you want to take time to write down your answers, you guys, and assess where the biggest need for that change exists. Where is the biggest need for that change? Where does it exist at, you guys? Where does it exist? Right? Let me set another goal, you guys. All right. So then the third one is going to be discomfort or satisfaction or dissatisfaction. So what is this? Often the need for change is triggered by a sense of discomfort, frustration, or even unhappiness, you guys. So when you start to feel physically, emotionally, or mentally, you guys, uncomfortable, when you start to feel that, it serves as a sign, you guys, a sign that something needs to shift. This discomfort, you guys, is often the loudest indicator that transformation is required to restore balance or just to move closer to your true desire. Okay. So let me give you an example of that. A person who constantly feels stressed and anxious is what? In a particular relationship, if you're in a particular relationship and you're
Thank you.
constantly
Come
feeling
again.
stressed or anxious, may begin to what realize that their partner's behavior or even communication style is no longer conductive. It's no longer conductive to their what? Mental well-being. So the emotional discomfort is signaling, right? It's signaling that the change in the boundaries in the communication or even the relationship itself are needed. It's needed, you guys. It's needed. They're needed. So Here's a sample practice for you. Pay attention. Pay attention to your body signals. That's very, 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 very important. If you notice tension, anxiety, or even a general sense of unease when thinking about specific areas of life, take time to examine the root causes. The root causes. Ask yourself, what is making me feel this way? And what changes can I make to reduce this discomfort? Number 4 is going to be acceptance. These are the key components. These are the key components that I'm going over. Number 4 is acceptance. What is it? What is it about acceptance? Acceptance means acknowledging. Thank you for that heart meeting. Thank you for that heart meeting. Al, how you doing, baby? So acceptance is acknowledging that change is not only necessary, but also inevitable, right? For growth. It is the realization, you guys, that staying stuck in old patterns or situations will only prolong your what? Dissatisfaction, right? So acceptance requires you to what? To respond, to take responsibility, you guys, for the areas of your life that what needs improvement, and commit to what? Making that change. You have to be able to commit to making that change. That is what acceptance is about. So let me give you an example for that. Let me give you an example. A person, a person has struggled with poor health, right? For years due to what? Unhealthy diets and what? Sedentaries, right? Lifestyles. Point blank. So they may what? Resist that change. They may resist the change, but eventually they accept that if they what? If they want to feel better and they what? Have more energy, if they want to have more energy, they must change their habits, right? So the acceptance of this truth motivates them. It's going to motivate them, right? To take steps to what? Eat healthier and to incorporate exercises into what? Their routines. Acceptance. So simple practice. What? Um, sit with the discomfort, right? Of acknowledging that the change is needed. What? And affirm to to yourself. That's pretty much what it is, right? And accept where I am right now, right? And I am ready to take responsibility for the change I need to make, right? This step is what? Very crucial before moving on to take that action. You cannot take that action without accepting where you are at the time. You can't do anything if you don't accept. You can't. You're going to be stuck. If you don't take that time out to accept where you are, you won't be able to move forward. You can try, but the fact of the matter is you're going to be right back because you have not accepted. That's just like a person who has an addiction problem. You can move forward, but if you have not accepted that you have an addiction problem, you will not be able to go forward. That's why they tell you in any addiction service group or whatever you go to, you have to say that you are in whatever it is, right? So number 5 is going to be clarity of vision, clarity of vision. So what is that? What is clarity of vision? So after accepting, you guys, the change is necessary. After accepting that change is necessary, the next step is to create a clear vision of what your life will look like once the change occurs. The vision should what? Be detailed. It should be detailed. It should be inspiring enough to what? To motivate you to take the first step towards what? Transformation. A clear vision helps you to what? Stay focused and committed to the process, especially when challenges arise. That's a clear vision. You can see it, you can touch it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can grab it. That's a clear vision. It's right there. I can just almost get it. The vision is so clear to you that you can just reach out and almost get it. And if that vision doesn't look like that, it's not clear enough. That clarity is not there. Maybe we need to revamp that plan, right? So here's an example. A person who has who has been stuck in a dead end job, they begin to envision what their ideal career looks like, right? So once that is what fulfilling. Who is that? We working. Hey, nice star. Oh, y'all are coming with the stars and the star maps. Oh, I am loving those gifts. Thank you, Coach Shite. I am loving those gifts. Oh my God, the star map and not the nice star. Oh Lord, I'm loving those. Welcome in, we. So that person, um, once that is fulfilled, you guys, you well compensated, right? And allow for a work life balance, that this vision will provide you with a sense of direction, you guys, and purpose, right? Making a process of job hunting and career changes more purposeful, and you'll be able to achieve it a lot better and faster. So here's a sample practice. You want to take time to write down a vision statement. A vision statement. A vision statement is not just about a company, of having a company. A mission statement is not about just having a company. A vision or a mission statement is not about having a company. It's about where you want to go in life, right? So you want to take time, you guys, and write a vision statement for your life. Focus on an area that you want to transform, right? You want to be specific about the changes you want to see and the actions that you need to take, right? And how you will feel once these changes have occurred. For example, I envision myself walking up energized every day. Walking up energized every day, you guys. Working in a career I am passionate about, where I am valued, right? And my health is at what is a priority. You don't want something that's going to cause you stress. So by applying the components that I just gave you, because I just gave you 5 key components, right? So by applying these components, you guys, you can recognize that the need for change in your life, each step from awareness to clarity of vision, you guys, as a powerful guide, you guys, to help you. It's going to help you initiate and maintain transformation. Initiate and maintain transformation. So if anybody is just coming in, I am Coach True the Boss. I am a counselor and a self-perception and empowerment life coach. Today, you guys, we are talking about recognizing the need for change, right? Identifying areas in your life that needs transformation. So that's what we're talking about. We just went over some key components of transformation, which was 5. Now we're going to talk about reflecting on areas where change is needed, reflecting on those areas, right? So the first one is going to be self-reflecting. So self-reflecting. So starting by taking a deep look at your current life circumstances, right? You want to identify areas where you feel stuck, unhappy, right? And even unfulfilled. So this could be, this could include your career, your relationship, your health, or even your mental well-being. So self-reflection allows you to understand what isn't working and highlight the need for transformation, right? So self-reflecting involves stepping back and assessing where you currently stand in various aspects or various areas, you guys, of your life, right? So taking some quiet time to think about what's working and what's not working. Start with a board of perspectives, right? Consider your career, your relationships, your personal growth, and even your physical health. So, for example, you may realize that you feel unfulfilled, right, on your job. We talked about that, right? Which leaves you drained at the end of each day. Perhaps you've been you've been in the same position for years without room for advancement, or the work is no longer exciting you. You recognize this discomfort, right? And that can be what? It can be a strong indicator that this is time. It's just time for you to make a change. And it's okay, right? So if you've been feeling uninspired at work lately, or or say you used to love your job, but now it feels what? Monotone, right? And exhausting. It's time for you to start reflecting on what you truly want in your career, and explore other options that align with your passion and your values. And I promise you, it is okay to feel that way. It's not okay to feel that way, but it is okay to recognize the discomfort. Put it that way. That's number one, self-reflecting. Number two is going to be recognizing patterns, recognizing those patterns. You want to be able to um, recognize the patterns, you guys, looking for patterns in your life, um, or the repeated behaviors or situations that seem to block your progress, right? So these might be signs that it's time to shift your approach, right? For instance, you might notice patterns of procrastination, which patterns of procrastination are not always, but most of the time it is one of the signs, right? Negative self-talk, or being unfulfilling in relationships. Acknowledging these patterns, you guys, is the first step to make meaningful changes, right? So identifying recurring patterns, you guys, in your life is a powerful way to spot areas needed for transformation. So these patterns can manifest as habits or behaviors that are holding you back. For example, you might notice a consistent pattern of procrastination when it comes to your personal goals, such as delaying exercises or putting off starting a new project. All right. So these behaviors may be linked to a deeper feeling of fear, or even doubt, self-doubt, right? Signaling that something needs to shift to move forward, right? Recognizing that these patterns are allowing you to pinpoint the root cause of stagnation, right? It's keeping you stagnant. Whether they're stem from poor time management, lack of motivation, or even underlying insecurities. So say you've noticed that you've whenever a big project comes your way, and you tend to avoid it or leave it until it's the last minute, right? This behavior has caused a lot of stress, you guys. It can cause a lot of stress. And it's a pattern that needs to be addressed. It's a pattern that needs to be addressed, so you can improve your time management skills and reduce the stress that is causing you guys. Okay. Number three is emotional cues. Emotional cues is number three. Okay. We have six of them we're going to go through. Number three is emotional cues. You want to pay attention to your emotions. So if you often feel frustrated, drained, anxious, or even stuck, these emotional signals, you guys, may indicate that something in your life is misaligned. Your feelings are a guide that can help you to pinpoint areas that needs to be transformed. Okay, so your emotions are a direct reflection of your internal state. And I always talk about your internal world, your internal state, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So your internal state, you guys, um, can serve as a powerful indicator that change is needed. Okay. If you if you constantly feel frustrated, anxious, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, it is very important, you guys, to look deeper into what is causing it. Perhaps you feel overwhelmed in your current job or your relationship is really a strain on you, leaving you emotionally exhausted. These emotional cues, you guys, can help you to identify where the need to make change for a better balance in your well-being is. So, say you've been feeling anxious every morning before going to work, and I'm just using work, you guys, as an example, as a sign that you're not. That's a sign that you're not happy. It's a sign that you're not happy in your current role, right? And a need to consider a change in your work-life balance or even a career shift is needed. Okay. Let me change that out again. All right, number 4 is going to be set new goals. We always want to make sure that we're looking over our goals and we're setting them accordingly to what's going on in the now, right? So consider areas where you're outgrowing your current situations. Right. Well, I remember you talking about that, Duchess. I do remember you talking about that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. I still need to get with you because I have a lot of stuff that I want to do and I still want to do these conferences. I want to do them twice a year, but I want to get with you on some things. You have my number. I put it in your message. So yeah, call me anytime after I'm off live. I'm available. I have my schedule is open for the next 2 weeks, except this Thursday and Friday. I have a meeting for 2, I think. But other than that, I'm open once I get off live. All right. So that's fine. Yeah. All right. So consider setting new goals, you guys. Consider areas where you've outgrown your current situations and what goals do you have that you've not pursued or completed, right? Set new goals. Set new clear goals, right? And that will help you to what prioritize rather where change is needed, right? They're needed the most. This process gives you clarity, right, on where to focus your energy for growth. It will definitely help you on where you need to focus your energy for growth. So consider the goals that you've set for yourself in the past, and then whether they've been achieved or whether they've been left unpursued. You got to be able to look at that. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate those stars. I love it. So when you feel like you're outgrown your situation, you guys, it's time to set new. It's time to set new. Set new, set new, set new. More meaningful goals. Setting goals that aligns with your values and your desires will give you direction. It will give you direction, you guys. For example, if you've been thinking about starting your own business but haven't taken the first step, now could be the perfect time for that, you guys, to set those goals and put them in motion. Now could be the perfect time for that. And if you even don't know which direction to take, I'm gonna tell you now, I can help you. I do business consultant. I am a business consultant and I do help people open businesses. So you may be in the right place. Right? So evaluate the gaps between where you are and where you want to be, right? Just to help you determine the transformation that is needed to reach those goals. Let me give you an example. I'm always wanted to start my own business, right? But I haven't taken action yet. It's time for me to set specific goals, right? Like researching the market, developing a business plan, and setting aside the time to work on new ventures, right? These are the things that I help people do. Those are the things that I help people do. So if you're looking to do that, you can connect with me, right? So number 5, you guys, is going to be listen to feedback. Always remain coachable and teachable. I cannot teach that enough. Always remain coachable and teachable. Okay? Listen to feedback. Feedback from others, whether it's from family, friends, or colleagues. Make sure that they're trusted and trusted individuals. Okay? They can offer you valuable insight into where change might be necessary in your life, right? If others notice you are stressed, unfulfilled, or not reaching your full potential, it's worth considering their observations. It's worth considering their observations. Okay. Sometimes others can see that you may overlook yourself, and we do that a lot. I know I'm hard on myself, but there are some things that I overlook. There are a lot of things that I overlook. So if a friend, family, or colleague frequently comments on stress levels, unhappiness, or even some dissatisfaction, you guys, it's worth considering their feedback. They're seeing something that you're not seeing. Okay. So for instance, if someone mentions that you've been more irritable or withdrawn from social settings, it can be a sign that you're overwhelmed or you need to make some changes, right? I know they did not just give me the doggone, but I'm gonna go ahead on and do this puzzle piece. That's crazy. All right, so take this time, you guys. Take that time and taking this feedback from them. Take it very seriously. You want to be able to take it very seriously from them because it can help you to realize areas that um, that requires transformation, right? Which you might have been avoiding or even neglecting. So a friend recently told you that you seem exhausted or stressed all the time, and hadn't noted and you hadn't noticed how energy was affecting those around you, how your energy was affecting those around you. But it's a wake up call, right? It should be a wake up call that you need to take some better care of yourself and even manage your stress more efficiently. That should be a wake up call. If somebody is telling you something, try to take time and just step back and be the person that's on the outside that's looking in and see what they see because they're giving you the information. It's there. Okay. Number 6 is health and well being. Health and well being. Okay. So your physical and your mental, your physical and your mental well being is a great indicator. It's a great indicator that that the need for change is a great indicator that the need for change is present, right? So if you're feeling unwell, stressed, or even unable to maintain the usual energy level that you used to have, it might be time for you to assess your lifestyle and your habits. Transformation, you guys, transforming your approach to health, even nutrition, or even exercises can lead to a significant improvement in your overall well-being. In your overall well-being. So your health, you guys, both physical and mental, right, plays a vital role in identifying areas for transformation. So if you feel fatigue, if you're feeling fatigue, hey Constance, if you're feeling fatigued, unmotivated, or even dealing with persistent aches and pains, and oh Lord, I do, right? You might it might indicate that your lifestyle needs to change. I know mine does. I need to get out more, right? So whether it's improving your diet, getting more rest, or even committing to a regular exercise, these changes, you guys, can improve your energy, your focus, and your overall happiness. Additionally, you guys, if you find yourself feeling mentally overwhelmed, you guys, experiencing these difficulties, focusing or even struggling with emotional regulation, it's a good time, you guys, to consider changes in your mental health habits, such as practicing mindfulness or even seeking therapy. Even seeking therapy is not bad. It just helps to bring you back down to the norm because you're not normal. Something is out of whack, something is out of balance. That's all therapy does. That does not mean that you're mentally or physically insane or mad. All it means is that you're not balanced. And therapy helps to balance you back out, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay. So here's an example. I've been feeling tired or sluggish for weeks. And I really have, though. I really have. But even though I'm getting enough sleep, I realize that my poor eating habits and lack of exercise, you guys, are affecting my health. This is true, right? So it's time to prioritize a healthier lifestyle, right? For a better physical and mental well-being. This is me. I have a bed full of junk. I get enough sleep. Unfortunately, my eating habits are not well. Okay. So put it all together, let's say recognizing the need for change, you guys, is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing process that involves reflecting on the current life situations, right? Identifying those patterns, listening to your emotions, and making adjustments, right? To set meaningful goals, you guys. Hey, Jerry, meaningful goals, right? These self awareness, you guys, combined with the actionable steps, right? Will empower you. It will empower you to make those transformations necessary to what live more fulfilling and the purposeful life, right? So by being proactive and open to change, you guys, you can create the life you truly deserve. And I know most of us want that, right? That's what we all want. This is something that we all want. So I hope that part of that segment was absolutely fulfilling for you guys and that you absolutely understood where we were. Okay. So anybody who is just coming in, we are talking about recognizing the need for change, right? And identifying areas in our life that needs transformation. That's what we are. Okay. So right now, you guys, we're going to talk about um practical strategies. Practical strategies. All right. I need to take about a 3 minute break, restroom break. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right. All right. Thank y'all, everybody, for waiting. All right. So we're about to reflections. All right. Practical strategies, you guys. So self-reflecting. With practical strategies, we basically go back over some of the things that we already talked about, but we talk about the strategies of it. So self-reflection, when it comes down to the practical strategies, we want to set aside dedicated time for daily and weekly reflections. Journaling is one of the powerful tools to help you to help you track your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors, right? Which is self-awareness. You want to create prompts like what part of my life is stagnant or unfulfilling, right? Or where do I feel resistance or discomfort? These are prompts that you can start to write with in your journal. Y'all know I'm always talking about journals. I do have a journal that's going to be coming out for January 1st. Okay. So to start writing, because I know sometimes people don't know exactly where to start in their journals, here's a journal prompt that I just gave you. What part of my life is stagnant or unfulfilling? And where do I feel resistance or discomfort? Hey, Laser, I saw you come in. That's number one, self-awareness. Number two, you guys, is noticing those patterns in the behavior. So the practical strategy for that is you want to say, let me go back to number one. Let me go back. Let me give you some more details for number one. I'm sorry. So practical strategy, you guys, for self-reflection is very essential for um, recognizing where that change is needed, right? That's first and foremost. It's about taking that time to check in with yourself, right? Checking in with yourself regularly. You want to which can be daily, weekly, or monthly, depending on your personal preference. So you want to at least set aside about 10 to 15 minutes each day, right? Thank you, Shy. 10 to 15 minutes each day just to journal your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors, right? Your actions. And use those reflection questions just to guide you. And I gave you the first one, which is which part of my life feels stagnant or unfulfilling. And you want to reflect on your feelings, right, of boredom or lack of motivation that you can highlight in those areas where transformation is necessary. That's the first prompt. The second one that I gave you is where do where do I avoid thinking about and why? What do I avoid thinking about and why? And this could uncover any hidden fears or issues that you may need to address. Okay, so let's say if you've been feeling unfulfilled, right, in your job, you want to write down specific instances where work feels repeated, right, drained, or even misaligned with your values. So ask yourself what will make work feel more meaningful or even exciting to you. Okay. Number two, you want to notice patterns in the behaviors, right? You want to identify repetitive triggers. So sometimes we don't see the need for change because we're stuck in a repetitive pattern. Being aware of the behaviors or even the habits that don't serve your growth, you guys, is very essential for change. So you want to keep a daily log. You want to keep that daily log of your behaviors and your emotions and your reactions, right? And look for patterns in that response to stress, to social situations and even challenges, right? And then you want to ask yourself questions like, when do I notice myself getting defensive, anxious, or even withdrawing? That's one question you can ask yourself. The next question you can ask yourself is, what behaviors do I tend to repeat, even though I'm not happy with the results? And we do that too often, right? What behaviors do I tend to repeat, even though I'm not happy with the results? So if you repeatedly find yourself overworking or avoiding social interactions, um, or even self-care, right? This may indicate that a need for better work, or work-life balance, or even healthier coping strategies. Number 3, seek feedback. Seek feedback from trusted sources. Remember, I told you that if you're going to seek any feedback, make sure that they're trusted, right? You want to gain that external perspective, but they have to be somebody trusted, right? So sometimes we close we sometimes we're too close to our own situations. We're too close to them, and and too close for us to see the full picture. Put it that way. And we seeking feedback from trusted people can provide us with valuable insight. It can provide us with valuable insight into areas that need change, and we need that, right? And having open, coachable mindsets, right? And non-defensive conversations with friends, families, mentors, colleagues, or anybody who we trust, um, approaching them with specific questions like, what do you think what do you think I can improve in my personal relationship, or in what way do you think I can be more effective at work? Those are some questions that you might want to ask those individuals that you really and truly trust, if they're a friend or family or mentor or whoever they are. So a friend might tell you that you've been emotionally distant in your relationship, which what could reveal a need for more open communication, or even emotional vulnerability. We talked about vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable, right? So take heed to some of the things that people tell you, and don't use it as criticism, harsh criticism. Use it as constructive, and just take a look back after they give you that, and process it in a correct way. The fourth one, you guys, is going to be assess the current life satisfaction. Assess your current life satisfactions. Evaluate key areas of your life. So when you do that, you want to take a step back. Take a step back and assess your overall satisfaction in various areas, you guys, of your life, your careers, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, right? This helps you to see where things may need to be changed. So, use a life satisfaction wheel. I have those as well. Use a life satisfaction wheel. A visual tool, you guys, where you can rate each area: your career, your health, your relationship, your finance, your personal development, all of these things, etc. There's different areas that you can actually rate from 1 to 10, and it'll basically tell you any area where you are low, right? You're low, and highlight where you need those changes. So if your career score is a 4, but your relationship is an 8, then you might indicate that you need to focus more on your career to be fulfilled. Hey, Dubelle, how you doing, love? right? So if your health is rated as a 5 and you might be assigned your priority wellness, right? Change that exercise or to change it, changes in your exercises and your nutrition. So that will you guys be talking about, we utilize that a lot because it allows us to see what we need to focus on first, where we need to start when we counsel you. When we do a consultation, this is where we need to start. We do an assessment. When we're doing coaching, this is what we do. Okay. So if you're rating your health low due to poor eating habits or even lack of exercises, the action plan could involve incorporating fitness into your routine and even focusing on your nutrition. Number 5, understanding your fears and your resistance, right? Unpacking. Unpacking what's holding you back. So many of us have things that's holding us back, and half of us don't even know what it is. Half of us don't even know what it is. So fear and resistance, you guys, can be a major obstacle to transformation. Understanding why you resist change can help you even to address issues directly. Using mindfulness or even therapy techniques to explore your fears, you guys. Write about what specifically makes you anxious or even fearful about change. So let me give you a prompt for that. What am I afraid that will happen if I make this change? What could possibly happen if you choose to make this change? So if you're afraid of failure when you change your career, dig deeper. Dig deeper into whether the fear is stemming from past experiences or limited belief. So if you fear rejections when pursuing a new job, identify the underlying belief. I am not qualified enough, um, and challenge it by simply just reviewing your strengths and your achievements, because chances are you're applying for something that you are qualified for, that you've already achieved, that you've already done, right? Number 6, clarify your clarify your values and your goals, you guys. Aligning actions with your core beliefs. So understanding that understanding your values help you to identify if any areas of your life are misaligned with what matters most to you. Do you even know what matters most to you? So take that time out, you guys, to write down your core values. Be honest, be very honest. Honesty, growth, family, independence. Then write how you're living and where you may be going, maybe out of alignment. How you living and how you may be out of alignment with yourself. So if your family is your core value, and most people family is their core value, but your work life balance is suffering, this signals that changes is needed to prioritize family time, right? So if growth is important to you, but you feel stagnant in your career, it might say that time to pursue another profession. Professional development is an opportunity, right? So you have to figure this out. If you value your financial stability and personal freedom, are you being compromised due to overspending? I am. I know I am. I overspend like hell on unnecessary crap. Or debt transformation. This could be budgeting and financial planning. And I know how to do all that, but I still will compromise due to overspending, especially if I'm depressed. I will spend. So Notice emotional and physical indicators, you guys. Listen to your body. It will signal you at all times. Listen to it. So often our body gives us clues. It gives us clues about what? The needs for change. Stress, anxiety, physical discomfort can what? Indicate misalignment, underlining issues. I get bloated. I get bloated, right? So pay attention to those physical emotions like headaches. I get them. Exhaustion or tension. Then reflect on them. Reflect when these arise and how they may what be related to your current life situations. Because guess what? It's going to tell us. Believe it or not, it's going to tell us. So if you are frequently fatigued after work, consider whether it could be what aligned with reassessing boundaries. Reassess your boundaries, baby. Communicate strategies. If you find yourself what feeling physically with tension when thinking about your job or relationship, your body might be signaling you for those areas. Need transformation due to stress. Reduce that stress. Reduce it. Number 8, invasion. Envision. I'm sorry. Envision your idea. I think I have an ear infection too, y'all. I am getting sick. Envision your ideal life. Dreaming into your future. People don't dream no more. We don't dream no more. We really don't. We don't dream anymore. Dreaming help you to get to your future endeavor. We do not dream no more. Envisioning where you want to be in the future is a powerful exercise that helps you identify where transformation is necessary. Spend time imagining your ideal life. Where do you want to see yourself in 5, 10, and 20 years? What does the life look like to you? How does it differ from your current situation? I can tell you it's going to be a 80 to 90% difference for most people. Your dream from your current. If you see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, but you are still working a 9 to 5 job, the gap may indicate that you need to take steps towards entrepreneurship. If you imagine a more balanced life with time for self-care, you might need to what? Reassess your schedule and prioritize. If your vision for the future includes better health, but your current habits don't align, it might involve making changes like adopting a healthier diet or increasing physical activities. By applying the strategies you guys I just gave you, you can gain a clear understanding of where changes are needed in your life and begin to take those actions towards transformation. So let me give you some of the framework that I'm about to go over before I close out. Okay. Self-reflection. You want to take the first step of recognizing the need for that change and understanding the distractions that exist, the dissatisfactions that exist. By reflecting on different aspects of your life, you begin to identify areas, you guys, that requires transformation. We talked about the journals. Journals will help you. You have those guided questions that will prompt you to do your journals. Identifying negative patterns or habits. You want to recognize those patterns or habits that limits personal growth. That's very crucial, you guys, for initiating change. These might include procrastination, avoidance, and even self-sabotaging. Doing self inventory, you guys, exercises, identifying those patterns that interfere with your growth, reflecting on your daily routines and even interactions with others. What negative habits have I been engaging in for a long time? How do these habits make me feel? And are there any patterns in my behaviors that seem to hold me back? If procrastination is an ongoing issue, it may stem from what? Fear of failure. We already know that, right? We have to change. We have to change. Hey, Fee, assessing your current mindset, you guys. Your mindset plays a significant role. Thank you for that, heart me, Fee. A significant role in whether you're recognizing areas that need to transform. A fixed mindset where you believe things can't change often keeps you stuck, while a growth mindset fosters adaptability and change. And we also have to have that growth mindset. We cannot have that fixed mindset because we will not go anywhere. That's why I tell you to always remain coachable and teachable and open, right? So you want to do that mindset check and you want to examine your mindset about change and challenges in your life. Ask yourself, how do I react when I face challenges? Do I get discouraged easily? What do I believe about my abilities to improve and grow in the areas I want to change? Thank you, Fee. I appreciate you. Am I open to new possibilities or do I feel resistant to making those changes? Figure that out, you guys. Then we want to set those priorities. So after identifying those areas that need change, you guys, it's essential for to prioritize them based on urgency. That's where that will comes in that we was talking about. Urgency and importance. So some changes, you guys, will have more immediate impact on our well-beings, while others may only may be long term. So prioritize. You have a prioritizing matrix. You want to use that tool, right? Like Eisenhower matrix or something like that, like the will that I just discussed. We want to be able to use that. But you want to ask yourself, which areas, if transformed, would improve my well-being the most? What changes feel most urgent, and which can actually wait? Which changes aligns most with my long-term goals? Then we want to create actionable steps. This assures that changes happen. That is happening, right? You need to you need to you need to create action plans with realistic steps that leads towards transformation. So that plan should be flexible, but focus on achieving measurable results, right? So setting those goal setting frameworks should be SMART goals. We always talk about those SMART goals, those specific, those measurable, those actionable, those relevant, and those time bound steps, right? And the questions you need to ask yourself is, what specific actions can I take today to start change? To start changing? What actions can I take today to start changing? And how will I track my progress? Which will be the journal, you guys. And what support or resources will I need to succeed? Those are the guided questions that you need to look at. So recognizing the need for change, you guys, is the first process. It's the first step, you guys, in transforming your life. By reflecting on your life, identifying negative patterns, assessing your mindset, and even setting priorities and creating actionable plans, you guys, you can start. You can start making meaningful changes, right? This approach allows you to control your life, develop a growth mindset, and even ultimately create transformations you desire. So y'all already know the slogan and the motto, right? Boss. Boss means building outstanding self-strength. And of course, you got to boss up to make those boss moves to get to that boss level. Identify one boss move, you guys, today to address an area needing change, an area that needs change. Growth begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Reflect on one time you embrace change and the positive outcome that followed. Create a space for self reflection as part of the change process, you guys. Dedicate at least 10 minutes to journaling about an area where you would like to see that change. Writing your affirmations that support your readiness to change, such as I welcome change as a pathway to growth, and fulfillment. And of course, I do have y'all 5 affirmations that I always give you guys. I'm going to give y'all that in a second. Let me put my thing closer so I can type them up. All right, here's the first one. I am ready to embrace positive change. The second one, I recognize areas for growth and take action. The third one, change brings opportunity and progress. The fourth one, I welcome transformation into my life. I trust the process of change and growth. All right, so today, you guys, we identified those areas in need of transformation and explore why change is essential for personal growth and recognizing the need for change in the first steps towards the progress, right? I do want to thank everybody who stayed on the boss community today for beginning for the beginning this transformation journey for this week. We still have on with us Coach Shy. We working let me see, Downey and Fee. How y'all doing? Thank you for staying with me. So let's continue to embrace change as a powerful tool this week, you guys, together. And I will see you guys on tomorrow as we continue embracing our change. And tomorrow we will be talking about, where is my Discord? We have tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be talking about overcoming resistance to change. So that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow. Overcoming resistance to change. So where are we now? All right, so yeah, overcoming resistance to change. And that is it for today, you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Have a great day. I am going to discontinue. I'm not going to open up any boxes today, you guys. I have a lot I have to do today, so I'm just going to stop the live for today. But I do thank you guys for coming in and staying with me, and I am done. I'll see y'all tomorrow.